And good morning. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these, so thanks for hanging in there, and we're back to doing this video recap of the picks of the week, where I pick a thing to showcase every day based on a theme at Sean'sPickOfTheDay.com, and then as we're doing here, I wrap it all up with a vidcast that you can look at and review. And in the comment section, or in the description of this on the YouTube channel, you can go in and hit the links to find more information. So this week marked the launch of the Savage Worlds Adventures Guild, and with that I launched the Community Content Week. This is where I focused on a number of the opportunities folks have to not only look into a vast array of third-party content for their favorite game setting or system, but also indulge in the opportunity to themselves create content and share it. You can do so simply as a matter of, here's something kind of cool and I'm sharing it for free because I've already done the work, and why not share it? Or you can set it up as a, if you want to pay me a little something, you can mark it as pay what you want, or you can go ahead and establish a set price for a decently put together product. A lot of these companies, Savage Worlds among them, are putting together or have put together templates and logos and graphic elements to help facilitate you creating something a little higher quality than just a standard Word document converted into a PDF. So all the tools are there if you just read through the facts and follow the process. It's relatively easy. It's never been easier, as a matter of fact, to get into creating content to share with the world at a semi-professional or even fully professional level. So as I said, we opened up with the Savage Worlds Adventures Guild, released in conjunction with the latest version of Savage Worlds, of course, the Savage Worlds Adventures Edition. So this is, like I said, a new opportunity for you to get in and create Savage Worlds content for your own settings or to support settings that you like. A lot of the third-party publishers, Evil Beagle Games among them, are also getting involved in supporting swag, as we call it, and setting you up so that you can create cool stuff for the things that we've published. Right, so the next day I went ahead and double-picked because we were traveling on Monday back from MarsCon, and so I missed Monday, so we decided to do a double-pick. Storyteller's Vault and Call of Cthulhu Miskatonic Repository. So horror fans of the Vampire the Masquerade and related World of Darkness type material, or those who love to delve into the eldritch horror of the classic Call of Cthulhu, have opportunities to also create for their favorite systems and settings. Now, the Storyteller's Vault is interesting because you can also get into Exalted, which there's some debate as to just how connected Exalted is to the rest of the World of Darkness, but it's pretty clear there's at least some interconnection between Exalted and the rest of the WOD. So anyway, these are the two settings, or the two opportunities you have to go in and create content for the Call of Cthulhu folks. This is just an amazing opportunity to get in there and either grab all this extra stuff that other people have done, or get in there and make up your own horrifying mysteries to investigate and then go crazy or die dealing with. Whereas with the Storyteller Vault, again, it's the panoply of all things available within the World of Darkness that you can dive in and create for. Then we got into the Cypher system creator. Now, unfortunately, as you're watching this, you can see that the logo that they used does not show up well on the background of my site, and I just did not have the wherewithal to go in and fix it, so it's kind of mushy there. But Cypher system, of course, is the core system for Numenera and the Strange, and No Thank You Evil, as a matter of fact, by Monty Cook Games. And this, with the Cypher system now released and emphasized as a core system and engine for you to do lots of other stuff, they have opened it up for you to get in and do your own things. The only thing that you cannot release officially for are the Numenera or the Strange settings. They're holding on to those IPs for their own development. But everything else they've put out there is available for you to play with. And that includes, I think, the Gods of the Fall and a couple of other things that they have put out there. So you'll definitely want to hit the content guidelines for this one in particular, just to be sure you're in the safe zone as you're creating for this stuff. But really, the big deal is that because it's such an open-ended, play-anything kind of system, the real emphasis here is for you to take your own ideas and express them under the Cypher system. Then finally, the pinnacle of the entire idea, really the launch point of the entire idea, the Dungeon Masters Guild, an entire site dedicated to people creating for whichever version or edition of Dungeons and Dragons they want to. And this is for DMs to share their modules and adventures, for everybody to create new class options, all the crazy stuff that people have done to tinker with the game. And honestly, this is really an expression of an idea. It's the culmination of decades of inspired fans creating and sharing their ideas. Where once they mimeographed documents they typed up on typewriters and mailed them to fellow gamers they met at conventions or via the letters pages of wargaming magazines, the advent of the internet changed the world for them. Now the wise folks at Wizards of the Coast and Draft RPG are facilitating this decades-old practice, while, fair enough, cutting themselves in for a piece of the action. This is the ultimate melding of the world's most popular RPG and the enormous talent found within its global fan base. Now, this is an important point. In each of the cases where you are delving with these, dealing with these community content things, if you are in fact publishing with a price tag attached, this does mean that Draft RPG and the publisher or IP holder in question is going to get a piece of the action, which really, quite frankly, is only fair. They've opened it up completely for you to publish and to make money off of, and they facilitate it by giving you all the tools. They've done all the work for you. They're managing the economy for you, essentially. So, really, there shouldn't be too much resistance to the idea that they get a little piece of the action. That way, everybody gets to share in the benefits of your efforts. So there it is. That's the Community Content Week, and I, as always, thank you for your support. If you click on the links embedded in the description of this video and go and then purchase things, I do receive affiliate income for that, for which myself, my family, and my dog thank you. Good to be back, and stay tuned for next week. As always, be good and game on.